What's up? What's up? We back with another episode of Beyond the Clientele. I'm your host, J1, J100, or Mr. So 100, because you know I do it the So 100 way. Today we got a special guest in the building, man. We got my brother, man. Hey, we call him the MTown MC. You know, he one of the coolest hosts in the city, one of the biggest. You know what I'm saying? I done seen this man get on the microphone and turn the whole crowd up. I've been rocking with him for some years, man. One of them ones, man. We got my boy Brian Hall, B Hall, my player partner in this motherfucker. B Hall, what it do, my boy?
Man, Jay, what's good, man? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Long time overdue. We were just talking about that, man. So appreciate you inviting me, and I can finally show up, man, so we can get this thing cracking and going like we should have.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. No doubt. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you, man. I appreciate you for blessing me with your presence, brother. First thing I want to do, my boy, I want you to just let the people know what it is you do and what you bring to the look good and feel good industry. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, man, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. I've been in the game for a minute. It's probably been about, I'm gonna put a number to it, I'm gonna say about 12 to 15 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just throwing parties, MCing, doing events, all of the above.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I'm pretty much an all-around guy, man. I can do whatever you need, whenever you need it, how you need it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Doubt,
like I said,
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I've done some couple events, you know, some big events here in the city. You know what I'm saying? I've pretty much hit and touched every club in the city at some point in time. So, you know, a lot of people may not know the face, but they definitely know the name when they hear, and they definitely know the voice when they in the place.
Yeah,
so,
for sure, my boy. Hey, do this for me, B. Let the people know how they can tap in with you on any business if they wanted to book you. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to, get with you, any affiliation you may have. I forgot to put that. He's a Cache 42 Express affiliate. Let them know about all that and the things that you're a part of, and how they can tap in with you on the business.
Well, man, I'm on all social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? IG, MTown, MC #2, Brian Hall on Facebook, and pretty much, you know what I'm saying? I'm all around. Those are the two social sites I'm really on. You know, I'm an OG, so I don't try to. I don't do a lot of flip flop between the social. I'm gonna keep it where it's at. You know what I'm saying? What I'm rocking with. So between those two, you know, I can always be. You know what I'm saying? I'm very accessible and available. Again, like you said, we do have affiliation with the Cache 42 downtown. So if you want to drop in there and have dinner, lunch with us, you know what I'm saying? Come down there and see me.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And let me add, man, this is one of the third legs of the Red Cup boys, man. Them boys get down. Shout out to my boy Spice One, D-Lex, Jones boy, man. Big shout out to them guys too. Well, shit, man. You know this is Beyond the Clientele, B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the platform where we get into it a little deeper than what you just do, man. It's more about who you are, man. I've had the pleasure of knowing you as a man, as a brother, and you know, I just want to get into that and share some of your story with the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up.
Starting off, man, tell the people where you from, what part of Memphis you from, and where you grew up at.
Man, from Westwood, by the way of North Memphis.
Okay.
Was raised pretty much in both North Memphis and Westwood, but as I'm growing up, you know what I'm saying, I claim Westwood, but I also claim the North too. You know what I'm saying? So, man, growing up, pretty much, you know, again, both sides. Moved out east, you know what I'm saying, as I got a little older in age. So that's kind of like when I really got started, that's where my stomping ground, you know what I'm saying, kind of really got solid when I moved out east. You know what I'm saying? Went out to Germantown, one of the best schools in the city. Let me add that too for everybody watching. Don't argue with me. Argue with, you know who to argue with. Don't argue with me. But now, man, you know what I'm saying, going out there, being out there in Germantown back in the day when it wasn't nothing out there.
Yeah.
You go out there now, everything out there. When I was out there,
Yeah.
everything was a 2-way street, not a 4-way street.
Really?
So everything wasn't no buildings. It was nothing but 2-way streets and trees.
So you was out there. You was the Germantown OG, the original Germantown.
I ain't gonna say that, but I'm gonna pretty close though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
damn.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Damn close to it.
Yeah.
You know, so but man, I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed, man. I don't know what other way to say it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things going. I've been a part of a lot of things, you know, that are major here in the city.
Yeah.
Small, big, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? When I try to do things, I try to stamp it, you know, the right way. No matter what shape or form, how I'm in it, I want to make sure everything go right. Whatever I got my name attached to, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that it's legit and right. And again, let me shout out my folks, the Red Cup Boys, man. D-Lax, J Spicer. Those are my folks. Whenever you see one of them, you're going to see all of us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them too. I know they're going to be watching, pick this up. Just like everybody has to watch theirs. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Check it out, B. You only child? You got siblings?
Man, I got a brother. We're about 10 years apart.
Okay.
He's in the A. And it's really just me and him.
He's
you know
older or younger?
Yeah, he's older.
Older. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with 10 years, he probably done graduated and moved on while you still man in the house.
Yeah, still here trying to figure it out.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I deem your only child just with your energy. You know what I'm saying, Jay? You know how some people just be like that, but I deem you one for sure. But I had never met your siblings, so I just assumed it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We about 10, 11 years apart, and he's in the A. He's been there for a while, so he don't really, you know what I'm saying, come back to the crib. When he come back to the crib, he in and out.
In and out.
You know what I'm saying? But it's funny you brought him up or brought that up because it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say I'm the big brother now, but in certain things I'm the big brother.
Yeah,
you get to a certain point where with that kind of a gap where when you get to a certain age, y'all kind of start to really click as adults and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all see each other as men.
Yeah, we see each other eye to eye now. It ain't big brother, little brother. You know what I'm saying? We kind of eye to eye. You know, so when he come in town, he hit me. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
what you doing? Or if somebody hits him, he directed them to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm like the big brother now in certain instances, certain situations. So
I can dig it. I love that. So y'all dynamic basically with that many years apart. Like I say, growing up, y'all had a lot of separation where when he was doing high school, you were pretty much doing elementary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, pretty much. And with him, man, he was a All-American athlete over in White Haven. So, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the top athletes in the city. You know what I'm saying? Back in his time. So you know, with Havenview, went to White Haven. Left the Haven, went to Georgia Tech, when they won a championship with Georgia Tech. You know, so he was pretty
Football,
big.
basketball? Football,
yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much with me growing up, I was like the little brother because I'm hanging around him. Yeah, because he's the big superstar. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hang. I want to be behind you.
Yeah, he got to stamp you. He stamped you for sure.
Yeah, so, and then that helped too because as I got older and I ran into some of, you know what I'm saying, some of his affiliates and his classmates and things, they knew who I was. And then they see what I'm doing. I get a little bit more respect.
Support and respect. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So I got to give a shout out one more. Give a shout out to E, Massey, Rodney Salisbury, all of them. They all went to school with my brother, played ball. Okay. So those are my OGs. So I looked up to them. Okay. So like when we see each other now, it's love. It's love. It's almost like me and my brother. Like we eye to eye. We man to man. It ain't. This might be brother. Little brother. No. This be Hall now.
You got your own name now.
So it's all good now. Yeah.
I like that, man. I like that. That's dope. So, growing up, y'all, both parents in the house?
Just mom.
Just mom.
Just mom.
Okay, so y'all, y'all two boys raised by mom.
Yeah. So when we moved out east, he was already in college, or might already out of college. So my mom got married. That's when we moved out east. Okay. Almost like a good time story. Yeah. Shit, we moved up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was all good. So, you know, that was a good experience. My stepdad was a good man. He is a good man. He is, okay. You know what I'm saying? So he pretty much held the house down. You know, I had uncles and things that were around also. Yeah, but you know, as far as a man at the house, my stepdad, man, he did a damn good job. did a good job supporting the family. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, let's get into your story, B. I'd like to get into what I call impact by decade, and what that is basically you just share an impactful moment that molded you into the man you are today. But I want you to do it by decade. You know what I'm saying? So starting with Lil Brian Hall, Lil B Hall, 1 to 10.
1 to 10. Okay.
Yeah, and it don't have to be major. It can be if it is, but I just don't. Sometimes people be like, man, but it be like, man, it ain't got to be nothing major. Just something that stick with you that made you the man you are today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let's go 1 to 10. Let me think.
Yeah.
1 to 10. I'm gonna say just as far as just kind of growing up between my brother and my uncles, me just kind of idolizing them,
yeah,
and trying to see how to do things different, how to move. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily how to become a man at that young age, but just know how to do certain things, mannerism, how to carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? How to, if it may be, how to wear things, how to be well groomed. You know what I'm saying? How to articulate, how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? How to look somebody in their eyes, shake their hands firm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what
so you basically picking up the what would I say?
I guess the mannerisms.
The mannerisms, just the and the swag that they had. I'm sure you picking up all that and trying to figure out who you are at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I'm gonna do the decade 1 to 10, that's going to be in that picture.
Yeah.
That's that picture that's being painted. Now when we jump from, let's go 11 to 20 or 10 to 20.
Yeah.
That's when it gets kind of I guess entertaining per se.
Okay.
Now you getting into the teen years.
Yeah. And still coming into yourself.
Come to myself. I've always been a kind of, I guess, outgoing, what I'm saying, kind of guy. I always consider myself one of the coolest people anybody will ever meet. So if you meet me, you're gonna say that brother's one of the coolest niggas I always meet. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So going to like junior high, with the Bellevue Junior High, again, one of the best junior highs in the city. Let me put that out there. I went through a lot of good shit in my life. So and then just growing up playing sports, playing sports, I would say, being kind of popular, what I'm saying? Just kind of going. That time frame, 10 to 20, 11, 20, kind of got me to where I am now as far as how carrying myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What not to do, what to do.
Yeah.
Got in some trouble, obviously, like we all did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's necessary.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
To a certain extent.
I didn't get in too much, but I got in just enough. You know what I'm saying?
To know you didn't want to be in.
Not to know that shit. It ain't cool. That ain't for me.
This shit ain't for me.
No. That shit ain't cool. So that 10 to 20, 11 to 20 time frame, that was some good times because again,
that's coming out of high school.
Yeah.
That's just like you said, coming into yourself in the manhood, graduating high school.
Yeah.
All things considered, I feel like that's probably your biggest decade. As in the early stages, that's probably the biggest decade in your life.
Yeah.
Because you go through a lot of transition during that time.
Yeah, and a lot of transition. And I'm coming. I'm not gonna say from the hood, but I mean, shit. I came up in a
North Memphis, Westwood.
I mean, yeah, it's the hood, but you know what I'm saying. It wasn't like some people's hood.
Yeah,
everybody's hood is a little different.
And then it's all about perspective too. It's how you see it.
Yeah. I'm from Westwood, North Memphis, so people think, all right, you from the hood. Yeah, that's cool, but I ain't really from the hood. But I can get hood. I got the hood in me.
You got it in you.
You know what I'm saying? I was raised in a household with 2 parents.
Yeah. Structure.
Yeah. Structure. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make me any better or any less than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because some people obviously grow up in 1-parent households and are the fucking best thing in the world.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? You have 2 parents and be the most fucked up.
Yeah, I done seen it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on you and your upbringing and your surrounding. Make sure you got the right folks around you.
No doubt.
To keep your head on straight.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And you had a good example too, like to have a brother, even though he was 10 years older. You know, me raising kids, I know that plays a big part because you may not follow in his footsteps, but it's like he's leaving a trail of good things. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to go too far off that path. Like, right. I might not do exactly what he's doing, but I'm not finna be just fucked up and he doing.
I ain't finna be just wilding out.
Yeah, he doing this damn good. It sound like bro was doing his thing.
Man, he was. Again, and you're right. I kind of idolized him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially like he playing sports. Big man at school. Big man on campus. Big shit going. You know what I'm saying? He's the finance person of the family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when there's finance problems or whatever, we going to him, we figuring it out, and we doing what he say. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much so. And going through school, that's how it was. I was like, I'm play sports. I'm gonna be just like my goddamn brother. I'm gonna be one of the coldest folks in the sports. I'm gonna be the coolest nigga in the school. We're gonna get all the girls. Everything gonna play in my favor. I ain't gonna have nothing to go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So part of it happened. You know what I'm saying? Played a couple sports, was cool. You know what I'm saying? Had a couple of girls here and there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was all good. But it's so many ways me and my brother are the same. We're totally different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where he was more on track with what he wanted to do and the goal that he had set out. I was too. I just got a little sidetracked, and when I got sidetracked, I just followed the sidetrack, but it wasn't a bad track.
Right.
One bad road, just a different road. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just made the left and hit another corner instead of going straight.
Still getting there though.
Yeah, I'm still getting there. Everything was still good. I just took a different route.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. That's dope. So okay, when you hit your 20s, man, what was your outlook on life at that point, man? What was the 20s like for you?
Man, my 20s were cool. That's when I really started working. You know what I'm saying? Went to U of M for a minute with the Chevy State. It was Chevy State back then. Right. No, might have been Southwest.
Really?
Yeah. This was back in 2000.
Okay.
This was back in 2001.
Okay, I got here then.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when I'm going to school.
Okay.
You know, so my 20s were cool. You know what I'm saying? By this time, I'm not gonna say I've kind of made a name for myself. Excuse me, but people know, you know what I'm saying? People know who I am.
Yeah.
With just kind of how I move and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because again,
you done establish your person in the as far as your peers.
Yeah, you know, because I'm this time I'm still out east.
Okay.
I got a car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Moving around. You know what I'm saying? Again, some of my folks still back in the hood.
Right.
So again, this is like my good time story.
Yeah,
I done moved up. You know, we're in the big house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything good. Everybody got cars. We ain't really got no worries about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So my 20s were good.
Yeah.
Again, it was me establishing myself as going to the manhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, I was working. That's when I started kind of doing the parties.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, as you start doing parties.
So, yes.
How old were you when you threw your first party officially?
Shit. I'm gonna say I was probably still in high school.
Oh, okay. So you had started doing the parties in high school.
Because I was in Catholic.
Okay.
So, you know, we had been doing parties and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, back in high school. So that's how a lot of things kind of formed for me, and I got established with my name and just who I am, you know, just kind of how I maneuver and carry myself.
Popularity starts there. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So from there, I just kind of piggyback and rolled the horse. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
just didn't ever quit. Just kept something going.
I can get used to this.
Okay. Yeah.
I can fucking love this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then my best friend, his uncle had a spot downtown, Cafe Soul.
Okay, I remember that.
It was a little jazz spot, but he would always let us come in and do whatever we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So we was like, man, let's do some open mic stuff.
Okay, yeah, and that was a good time back then.
That's when it jumped off.
That was a good time to do it.
That's when it jumped out. I'm not gonna say I was one of the first, but I'm pretty sure I'm kind of in that number range.
You in the front line.
Probably one of the first to have like Devin Crutcher come down and perform. Like we had live bands coming down and performing, and I was MCing.
Okay.
So that's how I kind of got started.
That's how you cranked up.
Yeah, I was like, why pay somebody to do what I can do?
Yeah.
And I'm damn good at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and people respond to you.
You know, so that's how I kind of got started. Then that went from doing parties and events. I gotta give a shout out to Tim Baptist. If I don't do that, I'm probably gonna fall out tomorrow if I don't do that.
You gotta step Tim. Big shout out to Tim.
Tim is the first DJ that I worked with.
Okay.
Basically, Tim pretty much, I guess, kind of put me on per se in the game. We probably had the hottest Monday night probably ever in the city. I don't give a damn what was going on Monday. I don't care from past, whatever event was going on Monday probably cannot compare to the Monday that we had when we was at TGI Fridays.
On Winchester. I remember that.
Me, him, CD.
I remember that, John.
I don't care what event has been going on a Monday night.
Yeah.
I don't think that can touch what we did.
I remember that.
That shit was classic.
That
shit was classic.
Yeah.
To have to do that kind of thing in a restaurant, which is very common now. It's a regular, like you got to do it now. But back then, restaurants weren't letting they weren't letting you come in and bring a DJ and fuck their business. I'm not gonna say fuck their business, so bring a different clientele in.
Crank that thing
up.
Turn that joint to a club,
basically. You know what I'm saying? So, man, if I don't do anything, I got to give back his flowers and his props. Because if it weren't for him, I probably really wouldn't be. I probably never would have got to the level that I got to and be able to continue. You know what I'm saying? To do it for as long as I have. So I got to give him his props and his flowers.
Big shout out to Tim, man. That's my guy, man. Yeah, I remember that too, man. I remember that Monday night down there.
Man, that Monday was jumping, man. I've had a couple of events that are pretty stamped in the city. Obviously, that was the first one. Me and DJ Exclusive, we were out at Blue.
Yeah.
Hash Cross.
Yeah, I remember
man,
that.
We had a good ass run. Me and him had a good ass run. Project XB. Exclusive. What's up, man?
Yeah.
We made it, baby. We made it. You know what I'm saying? But me and him had a good run over there, man. I think we may have did 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real consistent Saturday night.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Those were some good nights. Those were my heyday times.
Your heyday.
Yeah, I felt like I couldn't be stopped back then. You know what I'm saying? So everything was good. Then me and D-Lax had Los Cabos.
Right.
I think we had a 6-year run.
Yeah, y'all ran that motherfucker there.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't think an event on a Thursday night.
That was Thursday, y'all.
That was Thursday night.
Y'all be sure with that joint. Bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I will put any event that was going on a Thursday night up against it. I don't know anybody that went 5 to 6 years consistent like we did. You know what I'm saying? Outside of, I think there might have been a couple. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory refreshes, I think it may have been like Dave, Mac, and Craig.
Yeah.
I think they might have been doing pre-bay still at the time, or somebody may have been in Love. But there was, you know what I'm saying, someone else that had a long ride with their event.
Yeah.
But I'll put that Thursday night up against any any event and any night in the city. Yeah.
Damn right. so tell me this, B. When did fatherhood come in, man? When did you have it?
Let's see. I just hit 44 a couple of weeks ago. I had my son at 27.
Okay, so that was in your 20s.
I think I had just left the crib, or right in that state, maybe like a year or two, right when I left the house. You know what I'm saying? Left my parents' house. Yeah, 27, man. 27 years old. Didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah. You did damn good, man, to be a young man that, you know, because, man, I had mine at 6. My first one at 16, man. That was one thing I started young, but you did damn good, man, to go to 27.
I know that's what I say.
You know what I'm saying? Young black man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did pretty good.
And being free to do what he want to do,
yeah,
you did damn good, man. I commend you on that, man.
I appreciate that, man.
For sure. And that was, your son was your only child?
Yeah, only one.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
That's all I can afford. Them motherfuckers expensive, you know.
Yeah, man, yeah. I know.
Yeah, that's all one.
I know later on, man, you dealt with some tragedy, man, later on. And I wanted to know, we can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. First of all, how old was your son, man?
So we in 25. This was 23. He was 16 because he just past April just hit him for 17. So he was 16.
Yeah. So tell me, man, what happened? What went on with that?
Man, I remember like it was yesterday, tomorrow, last week, couple of weeks before. It happened July 1st.
Okay.
I was actually doing an event it was 4th of July weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I was where was I at? I was downtown doing an event. And I got to the house that Saturday morning. And my phone was just, you know how sometimes you lay down and your phone wake you up?
Yeah.
What the hell going on? Why is my phone consistently ringing? So, you still don't answer it, wait till the morning. Answer the phone, it's his mother, you know what I'm saying? He's been in an accident.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, let me get up.
Car accident?
Yeah, okay. Car accident. Said, so let me get up. Let me call you right back. You know what I'm saying? Let me get up. I get up, get myself together, I call her back. She was like, he got an accident on the highway. He was with his uncle. His uncle drove trucks. So it was like a little box truck.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were traveling to New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken. And they were right there in Jackson.
Mississippi.
Yeah, Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah. So had a 3-4 car accident, in the middle of the night, early morning. He pretty much passed on impact from not having a seatbelt on.
Really?
Or he did have a seatbelt on, but the impact was so hard, it just, shot him right out the box truck. So, man, that call was crazy. That was a crazy morning, when going from partying and kicking it all night to waking up to you know what I'm saying? Then prior to that, the year before that, I lost my mom. So it's kind of like, man, this shit happened back to back to back to back.
I know you lost your mom too, man.
Yeah. I lost my mom at 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what you lose your mom to?
So she had she was a cancer survivor, but she passed after having a stroke.
Wow.
So she had a stroke and
kind of went downhill.
Yeah, just kind of went downhill after that. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess a stroke when you really don't know you have a stroke until you go to the doctor and they do tests and like, oh, you had a mild stroke or something like that. So yeah, she had a stroke and probably about 2 weeks after that, she passed. Wow. Yeah, so that was at 22. Son at 23.
Yeah.
So
that was. I know that was a tough time for you, man. I've dealt with a lot of death and tragedy in my life, so I was just curious, man. How do you deal with that, man? I mean, I can't imagine either, but I know that load to lose your mom, then go a year later and lose your son. How do you deal with it, or have you dealt with it, or?
How do I deal with it? Honestly, I don't know.
You don't even know.
No, I've never stopped moving.
Yeah.
So
that's probably one of our favorite things to do. Just keep going.
And it's probably the worst thing to do.
Yeah. Because sometimes, eventually, that dust gotta settle.
Yeah, and I never stopped moving.
Yeah.
From my mom, I didn't stop moving. Then, my son passed and never stopped moving.
Yeah.
So for the past, 2-3 years with what I've experienced or had to deal with, I never have stopped moving.
Yeah. So do you feel like you've grieved, or you just don't even allow it?
I've had moments.
Yeah.
So fully grieve, I know I haven't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't know when that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just moving. I'm rolling with the punch. I got a lot of shit going on right now, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna say I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't have the time. I need to make the time when I can.
Mm-hmm.
I just prefer not to at the moment. I just want to keep going with, you know what I'm saying, what I got going.
Yeah, life do that for you though. Life, just like they say, life is life, and
life be life.
To deal with something like that, you gotta have the strength to keep going. So I think that is our favorite bandage as men, to try and just push through and allow ourselves to just be engulfed in work.
Yeah.
Or engulfed in just busy, like you said, just having something going makes a difference. I can't imagine it, brother. Man, my condolences to you on that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I know that's a heavy load. Man, kids is. I mean, people always say kids are blessings, man. It's the truth is it's your legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to lose your legacy, your son, man, I know that was pretty tough for you. You don't have any more children.
Nah, that's it.
That was your only one. Yeah.
That was it. I mean, I got a damn good support system. Though. Yeah. I think that's another reason why I can kind of continue to move, because I got a good support system. You know what I'm saying? From family to my significant other to my friends.
Yeah.
Everybody has been good, is good. You know what I'm saying? So I got a hell of a support system to help me out.
To keep you going.
Yeah, keep me going. Yeah. So I think that's probably why I haven't sat down and grieved like I probably should, because I got the support system. I'm cool. So if I need to bullshit, cry, cuss, whatever case may be, I can do that for a hot second, and then let's get back to the business.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's really the best way to do it, because me myself personally, I don't think grieving ever stops. When you lose somebody that close to you, I really don't think grieving stops. I lost siblings as a child, man. I lost siblings at 13. I still grieve today. You know what I'm saying? I lost my first wife to cancer in 2000. I still grieve. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think that grieving ever stops. I think it's important to have a grieving process of your own, whether it be stay busy or whatever it is you find. I think it's important to have your own way, and nobody really can tell you how to grieve. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. Yeah, I mean, you got your family and friends saying, man, you need to do this, do that.
They just think about how they would do, but you really can't put that on nobody. Because grieving is just a personal thing.
I just have my moments in my time.
Yeah.
And I have them, and I snap back.
Keep
going. Get back to work. But I know there is going to come a time when I'm going to have to slow down.
Yeah. And that's when it might hit you.
It's hit me a couple times.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3 times major it's hit.
Yeah.
And it's really just in the comfort of your home.
Yeah.
Where you can just let it hit, and then you go to sleep, lay down, wake up the next day,
shake loose,
and keep it going.
Back.
Yeah, but I know it's gonna be a time where it's gonna be a longer period of time, and I'm gonna have to deal with it.
No doubt.
But again, I got a damn good support system, so I think whenever it comes, whenever it happens,
they'll be right there.
Yeah, they'll be right there. Everything will be cool.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's beautiful. Man. I just want you to share that time, man, and share that moment and what had happened. Excuse me. Well, we're gonna move on, man. Let's get into them 30s and 40s, man. Let's get into that decade real quick before we move.
30 to 40. All right.
Yeah, sure, impactful time during that time. I'm sure losing your son and your mom during that time was probably the most impactful.
Yeah.
Outside of that, share a moment, man, that you think that really stuck with you.
Let me think.
Or do it get any? Is it any more impact than that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they probably don't.
Yeah, they kind of top everything.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't even know why I asked you. That's like now that I'm thinking about it. It can't be nothing that even top. That trumps everything.
The only other thing, again, 30s and 40s, I can say outside of, you know, those two things, me just, man, having some solid A1 friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a group of friends, several groups of friends. I got friends that I grew up with, junior high, high school, college.
Yeah.
I got some that I met as an adult.
Yeah.
I think that's really it. Like my tight clique.
Yeah.
We either grew up together from like junior high, high school, or elementary, like schooling to now.
Yeah.
And then I have some that are like in that middle, like the
20s. Added in,
Yeah, like I've met through my other partners.
Yeah.
And we've all clicked. That other than, you know, the two track, that's really stuck with me. That's been very helpful.
Yeah.
Even through the party life.
Right.
I've met, man, some people that I can really call my brothers.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Because this that party life, man, that shit would eat you alive.
That shit eat you up, boy.
You know what I'm saying? You could either be real good or real bad. You can have some good friends, you can have some bad enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't had to interact like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really had to
real bad enemies.
Now, and if I did have a bad enemy, at some point in time we got to when we cleared it up.
That's what's up.
And usually it's really not as serious.
It's a misunderstanding.
Everything is always a misunderstanding. Yeah. It's never really as serious as we portray it to be.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, certain circumstances, yes, things are a little bit serious, a little bit real, but for the most part, it's really just a misunderstanding.
No doubt.
So, you know what I'm saying? Again, I've been fortunate to been doing this 15 years and not necessarily really have any bad blood or enemies with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to watch my back when I'm going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I can look forward and be straight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't really,
you know, ain't nobody looking for you.
Yeah, I don't really hang with people who got people looking for them. So even when I'm with somebody else, I'm
everybody
still straight.
Yeah,
everybody good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my brothers now, Spice and D-Lex. Them my folks, man. Them blood brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them blood brothers. We done been through a lot. We done did a lot of things together.
Yeah.
And we've always stuck here. We never have really had any
fallouts.
Bad fallouts. You know what I'm saying? We have arguments and disagreements.
Yeah. But we ain't gotta do that.
Yeah. We just come to a conclusion, figure it out, and shit, let's move on.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, we ain't never had no fights like.
But we ain't fuck with y'all. Wouldn't fuck with each other.
Yeah, or like, you know, me and Lex done fell out. And me and Spice like, man, I'm not fucking with him now. I ain't we hadn't, in the 10, 15 years we've been rocking together doing these things, stuff, we've never had one of them moments. You know what I'm saying? We've had some you got me fucked up moments. No, this ain't right.
That's me. Yeah.
You know, but I salute them brothers. I greatly appreciate that, man. I can honestly say, my boy Spicer, he doing big things, man. You know, we got promotions festivals. We've got, you know, the R&B festivals. You know, most know now, Clientele Ep.45 downtown is up and running.
Yeah.
You know, I owe a lot to that brother because he's put me in a position to do a lot of things.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So I greatly appreciate him. Me, him, and Lex always talk about we gonna get us something together, or somebody gonna get something. We all gonna be a part of. You know what I'm saying? If one, it's one and one for all.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate my brother, man. He put me in a lot of positions. You know what I'm saying, to be a part of a lot of big events and a lot of things, and I owe a lot to him.
That's what's up, man. Share that detail about what's your affiliation and your position with Clientele Ep.45, and you know, let the people know what y'all got coming.
Man, well, I am one of the partners of the business. You know, so whenever someone comes down or needs anything, they're always gonna see myself there or Spicer or any other people that are involved. You know, we always gonna be there. I think that's important for a new business, and even in the old business, people want to see you. They want to be able to touch you or just see your presence. Your presence says a lot.
No doubt.
When you run a business.
Yeah.
You know, and then in the positions that we're in, being, you know, promoters and being out, you know, and knowing a lot of people. People come down, they are not only want to check out the spot, they want to see you.
See you, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so man, business has been going good. We've been open fully 6 days a week since New Year's Day.
Okay.
Things have been going great. We couldn't ask for anything more. We just gonna stay on the right track.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We know what needs to be done.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do it. We got a lot of people that want to see us succeed, so we make sure we don't fail them.
Yeah, don't
you know what I'm saying?
down.
Yeah, we don't want to let the city down.
Yeah.
You know, we said, man, when we put our names on something, we get behind something, that shit need to ride.
Yeah.
It need to be successful.
For sure.
We always sit down and put the pen to the paper and write it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a vision, and let's make this shit work. We know the ingredients. We got the blueprint.
Damn right.
Let's just make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah,
That's dope.
just make it happen, man. But Clientele Ep.45 is definitely open every day except for Mondays. We're open for lunch, 11 to 3, dinner from 5 to 10. So definitely come down. You know what I'm saying? And check the spot out. You know, when you came down, man, it was definitely a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? You popping in. So
man, I had to.
We want everybody to come down, man, and experience what we have, what we're trying to give the city.
Yeah, I think it's extremely a dope spot, man. The food was damn good. We was loaded that day. It was loaded. That boy was so busy, but hey, when I got my food, it was piping hot. Drink strong. Hey, this is what you want. You know what I'm saying?
What you want.
It's exactly what you want.
Definitely what you want. And we downtown, out the way.
Yep.
You know, we on the north side. We're on the north end.
Yeah.
So we kind of out the way.
Yep.
So, you know, it ain't a lot going on down there, but we definitely gonna bring some noise down there.
You know, crank that in on up.
Yeah,
Gotta
we're
crank the
some noise
north end
down
on
there.
up,
Yeah.
man. That's what's up, man. Okay, well, shit, let's look. Let's get into a few other things with it, man. Okay, you got those things going. I want you to tell me a little bit about what you think about this city, man. What with the eyes that we have on us. I recently saw that we had FUBU trying to come with an award show this year. What do you think is gonna be the key for us to capitalize on these things that's coming our way, man? As far as the eyes that we have on us and the attention that the city getting from Glorilla. We just got so many big names right now that, and I think that it's attracting a lot of people this way. So what do you think the city needs to do as a whole and as a unit to make sure we capitalize on what's coming?
Man, I just say, again, it sounds real good when you say it. Just everybody needs to stick together.
Yeah.
Stay positive. And everybody play their part and stay in their lane. Do your part and stay in your lane. If you can do something, do it. If you can't, then don't. Don't try to do something you can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of big shit going on.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, Glow, Bad, Gotti. Yeah. You know, we got a lot.
We got the light is on.
Yeah, it's on. We got the green light. We got a gold light, and red ain't in our vision right now. You know, so I just think we just got to stick together. Obviously, crime is a big thing here, but crime is in every city.
Crime is in every
we
city.
just don't see it because we don't have that news.
Yeah, we ain't there.
Crime is in every city. So as bad as it is here, it's even worse somewhere else. We just don't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, if you stay out of trouble, keep your nose clean. Yeah. I mean, some shit you ain't got to worry about.
Damn right.
You can't be at the wrong. Yeah, you can't be at the wrong place at the wrong time and stuff happen. But if you know where the wrong place is,
don't go.
Don't have your ass there.
Man, don't take.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I just think, man, if the city sticks together, and everybody play their part.
I think that's the key right there. Yeah. Playing your part. Man. Everybody do their part.
We know how Memphis run. We know who the big dogs are. We know who. You know, who's in the middle ground. You know what I'm saying? We know who can make certain moves and make shit happen. Yeah. If that's the case,
let them do that.
Let them folks make it happen. Everybody just play their part. You know what I'm saying? I I found out it's enough money in this city for everybody.
Oh yeah, it's damn sure plenty of money.
Cause we've been eating pretty good over here on our team, so I know it's enough going on.
They can give them some money now. That ain't the problem, man. If you worried about somebody else's money, that's a problem,
right?
Because there's plenty of money for everybody to get.
Go on, get yours. Tap in where you can tap in it and make this shit work.
I totally agree with that, man. I usually do this thing where I ask, I had you can complete a sentence for me, man. It hurts me to see.
Okay, I'm completing that sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, it hurts me to see. No motion.
No motion.
No motion.
Yeah. Gotta have some motion.
Gotta have something going on. You gotta have some motion. Even if you sit still, some motion need to be moving.
It gotta be some moving.
It's almost like they say, making money in your sleep.
Yeah.
You gotta have some motion, because if you ain't got no motion, what you doing?
Yeah. I can dig it. Yeah, man. So okay. So tell me this, brother. I like to ask my promoter partners and friends this, man. Give me your top 3 DJs in the city.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. You trying to start something.
Nah, I just like to know, man. You know what
I'm gonna start off by saying I'm an old cat. I'm an old cat.
Yeah. We OGs, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I love some of the young DJs.
Yeah.
Again, I may not know a DJ by name, but I definitely know by face and interaction. You know what I'm saying? But I like some of the young DJs. But my top three. No particular order. I'm just gonna name them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Exclusive, Houston. I always have a kind of toss up between. I can probably give you 5 of them, but if I'm gonna go 3, I'm gonna go Bay. Houston, Exclusive, and Bay.
I like that.
No particular order. No particular order.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a little older, so some of the young DJs, again, I may not be. I'm familiar with the music and their style. You just
more in tune with them.
I just move a little different. You know what I'm saying? But I could probably top 3. I could probably replace that top 3 with another 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that 3 though. I like them 3. I mean, one thing about it, whenever I ask that question, I don't do it for the controversial side. I just like to get get a gauge on what it is, man, because I know those 3 are my faves. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm also giving it not as just a favorite. I'm thinking as when I do events. Yeah. What is my clientele?
What energy you want? Yeah.
What is my age demographic gonna want? Even though there may be a younger, demographic in there, but what are
your main patrons?
My 35 to 50.
Yeah, what they want.
What do they want?
Yeah.
Even though some of the young DJs can provide that also.
Yeah.
But I want my crowd to know who they rocking with.
Yeah.
If they know who they rocking with, then they're gonna be more in tune.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But I definitely rock with those 3.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely got probably I can definitely got 3 to 5 more I can replace them with.
Yeah. Keep the party going.
That's gonna keep the party going.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I like that. Let's get into a few of these words, man. I like to ask about a few words, man, and what they mean to you and how you apply them to your life. Let me see. We're gonna start with the word loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah. What loyalty mean to you and how do you apply it to your life?
What loyalty means to me? Don't be fake with me.
Yeah.
If you hear somebody saying something about me, if you fuck with me, you gonna say something.
Yeah.
If you don't say nothing, you don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
That's loyalty to me. You know what I'm saying? And the people I got around me, I think are pretty loyal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got too many people who somebody can say something in a serious, you know what I'm saying, mode.
Be like, whoa, now, come on now.
And they don't really say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How I apply it to life or every day. Hell, I try to do the same thing.
You try to be that person. Yeah.
Try to be that person. It's first of all, I ain't gonna put myself in too many places where I'm going to be around somebody saying something
negative
about somebody that I really fuck with.
Yeah.
Unless, they just had a casual conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just came in on it.
Yeah, I just caught a whiff of, the conversation. But then again, if I know you, I'm probably gonna say something, I'm probably gonna interject, in the conversation. You're gonna figure out why I'm saying something.
Yeah, I've definitely done that. Like, hold on, what you say? Who you talking? Oh, okay, what happened?
Nah.
Hell nah. Yeah, I've actually done that, and then ended up getting the clarity in the end for the people who had it all wrong.
Yeah, it's always a misunderstanding.
Yeah, and I'm like, hell nah, that ain't what went on, bro. That ain't not what went on. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of setting surrounding y'all was in? Nah.
Yeah, that ain't not what went on. Down like that. Nah, I done did that, man. And then I done even had to check myself. Now I can say I don't know it exactly, but that ain't what happened.
Yeah,
it ain't
some twist.
Because I know that person too well.
Yeah, some twist in that story.
Yeah, so that ain't what happened. But I mean, it may be a little something like that or something to it, but nah, not that.
Yeah.
And then once the clarity come back full circle, I told you. Yeah, I told you that ain't what. Yeah, that couldn't have been.
It couldn't have been what.
Because who you were talking about, I knew better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So loyalty, that's
important.
That's how I rock with that. Yeah.
I think loyalty and love plays on in the same sector, and I say that because it's levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How loyal it's levels to loyalty and it's levels to love, because when you get certain individuals that you affiliate yourself with, they may have relationships that you may not be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So their level of loyalty or their caliber of loyalty in their relationship may be different from you and their relationship.
Right.
And it's the same when it comes to love. And I also like to separate these two. People like to put loyalty and respect together. My next word is respect. The reason I separate them two, because with loyalty, you have to have some type of dynamic to be loyal to.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of relationship, some type of agreement. Something has to come into play for you to be loyal to them. But respect, you don't need nothing. You can walk in the room with that. That comes in a neutral element. Respect comes at all times. So my next word is respect. What it is to you and how you apply, what it means to you.
I can't say it, or I'm not gonna say that. Don't let me say that. I'm gonna respect everybody.
Yeah. Until
I'm proven that I don't need to.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
And
that's the perfect way to carry.
Yeah, and that's very rare.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't put myself in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
I don't put myself in a lot of funny situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just I've always moved like that.
Yeah.
I don't really put myself in situations where I'm going places where I don't fuck with folks or folks don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna run into somebody on some funny shit. I don't even put myself. My circle don't run like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give everybody that respect until you show me that you don't need it.
Yeah.
And really, I ain't gonna be in a situation or a place where I'm gonna give you the chance to show me, unless you just on some dumb shit.
Yeah. You came and found me with the bullshit.
Yeah, you came and found me. I tripped up on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really try to put myself in them positions.
Yeah.
And respecting everyday usage of life, I just try to give everybody that respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disrespectful at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm being disrespectful or somebody close to me around me is being disrespected, and then we all gonna get with it.
Yeah.
But as far as respect, I give it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't give it to me, I'm still gonna give it back to you.
Yeah. You're gonna get it until, like you said, until you gonna have to make me disrespect you or make me not respect you at all.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I rock with that.
Yeah, I'm with you. My next word, humble, man.
Humble.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a tricky one too, man, because I know.
No, it's not for me.
Let's hear it. I want to hear your perspective on it.
So, I think I downplay a lot of things that I've done. So I'm very humble, you know what I'm saying, with the things that I've done, the things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and future things. It's no need to be loud and flash and arrogant.
Yeah.
People gonna see what you're doing,
regardless.
regardless.
Putting your work in. Yeah.
They gonna see it.
Yeah.
So again, I don't do a lot of bragging on a lot of stuff. You know, like I said earlier, you know, as far as stamped events,
yeah,
I don't really have to brag about that because people already know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not broadcasting or saying.
Yeah, you gotta say it. It's
saying
speak for itself.
It's already done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no need for me to just go out here and just be yapping at them. I was just talking about what I've done. It's already set in stone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and then that's just my demeanor. I'm real cool, laid back, chill. Everybody knows me. I ain't just on no rah-rah stuff. I'm very humble and chill. Yeah. Like I said, I try to be one of the coolest niggas anybody ever met.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So humble really wouldn't be a word that I would have trouble with. Yeah. And again, I just in everyday life, you just be who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even in work environment, even in my 9 to 5. I'm real chill, calm, and humble. I don't do nothing extra.
Yeah.
I ain't doing no more, no less. I'm gonna sit back on the way I'm out is the way I'm in at work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So in my 9 to 5.
Same thing.
Same thing.
The reason I said it was tricky, just off the true definition of humble, is to dim your light, you know, to protect the feelings of others, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of them things where I believe like life will humble you. Higher power will humble you. You really don't have to humble yourself. That's my thing when it comes to it. Don't get me wrong. I think I feel the same way when you say your performance will speak for itself. You don't have to really like reiterate that.
Yeah, you don't have to be real vocal and loud.
Just do it. Yeah, you just do it and it speaks for itself. But when it comes to humbling down or dimming your own light, that's the part that's tricky. And I look at that in so many ways because a lot of people, man, do their thing, man, and don't never get their props.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of partners who dim they light.
Yeah, they put in a lot of work and never really get their recognition. And that's the part where I say it's tricky because and mind you, this don't mean shit on nobody. But celebrate your wins, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes we have a hard time doing it though.
Yeah, a lot of times we do. And I think that comes from worried about being hated on or worried about being envied. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, man, every individual should celebrate their wins, man.
They should, and I guess it depends on how you celebrate.
The way you do
the way
it,
you celebrate,
the
way people look at you.
Yeah. Because I think that when you, for one, if you don't celebrate a man, sometimes nobody will.
They ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll celebrate it in secrecy.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I know how that go.
Motherfuckers celebrate that shit in silence, man. And then, you know, it's motherfuckers that will, and I'm a living witness of this, man, that really, hey, man, I see you doing your thing and give you your props on the low. But you'll never see them put a comment or nothing when they come to like social media or something like that. Yep. They won't say it, you know, when nobody else seen them say it.
Yeah.
But if they cross paths with you, they want to let, hey man, you be doing woo. You doing your thing. You give all the props in the world, but shh.
On the hush.
You know what I'm saying? On the hush. So that's why I say I believe in celebrating your wins, man, and celebrating you just as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on saluting my people, man. I'm gonna give everybody their props. I come from that though. I come from my stepfather, man. My stepfather's family. When I tell you, these probably one of the most giving. I don't know what you man, complimentary. Man, when I tell you, bro, if you doing a little bit, they'll make you feel like you're doing great.
You're doing 100,000.
Yeah, you be like, God damn, man, he ain't really did nothing. But they gonna show that love, man, and I got that from them. So I'm big on getting them props, man. I'm big on celebrate mine too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we gotta do. Because I mean, if we don't do it, nobody else gonna do it. And sometimes you need to hear that because that may push you a little bit more. That may give you that extra like, damn, I really ain't.
It done did it for me.
Yeah.
It done did it for
like
me. When you feeling discouraged,
yeah,
when you feel like you ain't doing it.
Like I'm doing cool, I could be doing a lot more. But
and
if
then somebody come
really
and say,
working,
hey, you working, bro, you doing your thing. You be like, you know what?
I really ain't doing shit, but now let me turn it up a little bit.
Get to it, you know what I'm saying?
Let me turn up a little bit.
Hey, I done seen it happen, man, so many times, and I'm my biggest critic. I'm hard on me.
I'm not really hard on myself.
Man, I'm hard on me, man, when it comes to putting that work in but I think that's because I know what I'm capable of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I'm putting it in, and you might be on the outside looking in like, man, J1 working his ass off. I'm kicking myself in the head because I ain't doing enough.
Well, and then on the flip side of that, you're also doing this solo dolo.
Yeah.
In my case, it's always 80, 90% of the time, it's always a tag team. It's a tag team going on.
Yeah.
So you don't really have time to be down on yourself. You can just be like, they just be like, you need to pick this shit up. Whatever you doing, whatever your part is, you need to just pick it up.
Pick that part.
Just pick it up. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, you're doing it solo dolo. So you're like,
it make a difference.
Damn, everything is falling on me. It's like, shit got to be right. You know what I'm saying? So majority of the time, I got a team with me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I got some folks behind me and with me. There are some times where it has been me solo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I got to go hard.
Yeah.
I got to go. Actually, funny we own that kind of subject. I got to a point where I don't know what went on. It was a flashlight or flash or whatever the hell. I got to a point where it was time for me to branch off and do my own thing, like with the MCing. I got to a point like, all right, I'm doing the parties, I'm doing the clubs. I could really do this shit on my own.
Yeah.
If I wanted to. And I think it might have been like 16. It might have been like 2016. I'm going to say between 13 and 16, 14 and 17 maybe.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to do this shit on my own. Luckily, I had a partner. That was when Oasis was in Minglewood.
Okay.
One of my high school classmates, they owned all the Oasis.
Okay.
Minglewood, the one that was on Poplar where Envy at.
Yeah.
And it was another one. They owned it. I was like, I think I'm gonna just do some parties on my own. It was like, shit, come on, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That's when hookahs was real big. It was coming back real big. Shit, I only need 75 to 100 people. Right. If I can't do that, I don't need to be doing this shit at all.
Yeah.
I can do that. And I got to a point where that's kind of where I think it kind of took off really for me.
Yeah.
When I was like, I can do this shit on my own. Let me do my own parties. And then I can still do the other stuff too. But let me
collaborations too.
Still do the collaborations. But I also can do my own thing too.
Yeah.
I was like, it's too much money out here. Again, I almost sound like a DJ. You ain't gonna pay me pennies. And I see y'all bringing in a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Cool. I got a trick. I can do my own thing and still do y'all thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you get the pennies and the
I'm getting the pennies and the dollars. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it on both ends.
Yeah.
So it came to a point where, man, and that's kind of go back to when you doing something solo.
Yeah.
You go a little harder. Because I was by myself.
You gonna push that much.
So I had to go hard. But luckily, I still had a team that was with me that was helping push and get shit going.
Yeah.
But I was solely on my own to make sure that shit went right and right.
It made a difference.
It made a difference. That right there, I think, kind of catapulted me to kind of do a lot of things that I've done now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It took you up a notch.
It took me up a notch, and I knew what I needed to do. I knew what kind of work I needed to put in.
I can dig
you know what I'm saying?
I can dig it, man. So all right, man. Tell me this, man. What do B Hall got, man, in his next 5-year plan, man? What type of things you got in store? What you cooking up?
Man, honestly, I haven't really even thought that far.
You ain't thought that far.
I ain't thought that far. I just try to take things day by day.
Yeah.
And just roll with the punches. If I think of some, let's put it in motion. If I don't,
just let it flow. Just what you got going, just let it keep it working.
Yeah, just let it flow.
Yeah.
Again, the restaurant is pretty big. That's at the top of the list right now.
Yeah, that's
priority. That's priority. So just getting that rolling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting it where it needs to be. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 years, we'll be putting Cache 42s in other cities.
Another one, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's always me the plan. You know, again, like I said, when we kind of sit down and put these things together, we kind of looking at the long haul, especially with that particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a pretty big name behind it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you got the leverage.
Let's do what it needs to do. We do our part, everything else will fall in place.
Yeah, you got the leverage.
Yeah, you know. So again, man, that's pretty much it on my end. You know what I'm saying? I'm just make sure this restaurant thing goes smooth. Play my part, do what I'm supposed to do, and shit, everything else, you know what I'm saying, play itself out. You know, and then just tag teaming, you know what I'm saying, with Spicer on his endeavors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with the festival, got the most festival coming up in April.
Yeah.
You know, so just making sure those things run right, because again, everybody's a team.
It's a well-oiled machine. Everybody got
everybody got to play their part.
Everybody do their part.
You know what I'm saying? So even though, you know, again, I got to give my brother his props because he is the creator of the event. Yeah. But we all a team.
Yeah. Everybody works.
You know what I'm saying? So you see,
talked about that on here too, about just, you know, like, man, it ain't just me. I work for the mimosa.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a group effort, man. It's a lot of things that play into that event and, you know, events of that magnitude.
Yeah,
you know what
I can imagine.
So, you know, again, like I said, when you see him, you see me and Lex. When you see me, you see Lex and Spicer.
Yeah.
When you see Lex, you see me and Spicer. Yeah. We all one.
Yeah, no doubt.
We one big ass Three Amigos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Red Cup boys. You know what I'm saying? So it's all
always
one
working,
thing.
Man. That's dope. That's dope. I like that. Too, man. And I really respect how y'all move. I like the work y'all been putting in, man. I admire y'all on that one for sure. Y'all keep that up.
Man, we appreciate that. Shit, you moving out here too. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna tell you, but I ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You know, we've been doing the hookahs and shit.
Yeah.
So I said, man, Jay got these motherfucking hookahs. I ain't gonna have no more jobs out here, man. This nigga out here working. So I wasn't gonna tell him, but he out here working. So I want to give you your flowers on that. Not just that, but everything you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Everything you got going on, the barbershop and all that shit. You know, I need to come to you, but I'm trying to hold on as long as I can before I got to, you know what I'm saying, let my hair go. So we might have to talk off camera, and I might have to figure out something. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hold on as long as I can.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, I do want to give you your flowers, man.
Man,
you know
I appreciate
everything that you got going on. Because I'm gonna tell you another fun story. I may do a lot of procrastinating something. It's probably one of my flaws. So when you were doing the hookahs and you had the logo and everything on the hookahs, I had been talking to myself. I need to do that. I need to get that. Why I ain't doing it? Let's do it. I've been bullshit. And when you started to do it, I said, that's how I'm gonna go out of business. That's how I'm gonna go out of business. For procrastinating for somebody else, go ahead doing it. I picked up things from you off that I never shared. I just kept it in the back of my mind.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. That shit that's clever and smart. You know, but you know, again, now is the time. Well, back then probably was the time. I mean, it wasn't like I was trying to hide or do that. I was like, damn, that's fucking creative. That's smart. I said I need to do it. I just ain't did it.
Didn't make you move. Yeah.
It didn't make the move. And I saw y'all like, that's fucking smart.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing but just say that's smart.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. Man. But shit, you inspired that. The hookahs, you was already doing the hookah thing. You were putting up with your cards way before I started. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you, it's a funny story on Bet. I was out at Vibes when I was doing maybe Friday and Saturday night out there. And again, this was when hookahs were kind of coming back being real big.
Yeah.
I remember like it was fucking yesterday. It was Southern Heritage Weekend. Packed house. Folks like, you ain't got hookah? I'm like, no. And some people left.
Because there wasn't no hookah.
You
said, I might have hookahs from now on.
That shit won't happen again.
Damn right.
Will not happen. If I got 2 in here,
yeah,
it's gonna be something.
Burning at that.
Damn right. Never happen again. And from that day, that's when I started. And I was like, shit, why not make this shit mobile? I can go to other spots and do whatever I need if somebody needs it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came about. Somebody walked out on me because I didn't have it.
Yeah, and see with my hookahs, you know, when I started doing my Monday night down there at the High Rollers, when I did my Monday night, I ended up buying my own hookahs. Because I had everything in the building. I had the hookahs, I was going to the base buying my own liquor. I was doing everything myself. So once I got done with that, I ran that from April to December. And once I shut that down, I just had everything.
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, so it was like, I got to do something with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me go into the mobile hookahs. And now I rent them out, man. I rent them joints out where you might be throwing an event, man. You need 20 hookahs, you come. I give you all the hookahs, you get your own sheesh and all that. I do them like that too. You know what I'm saying?
I still like to work it a little bit.
Yeah.
People call me, and say, hey, you still doing hookahs and everything. So I will
still put the work together.
Yeah, I still put the work in.
I will. I don't know if you saw, I ran for about 4 months with the strip club out there, Onyx and
Yes.
Yeah. I did that. That was my first time getting a gig where I was stationary.
It was consistent.
Okay. And it was cool, man, but it just never really took off. They gave me a whole bar. I had the whole back bar with the hookah bar. It was a dope concept, dope setup, but they just could never really get the crowd.
Right. Yeah, I mean
that hookah crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be in the right place.
You gotta be in the right place. Because it definitely can work, and it's no place operating right now that don't have hookahs. You gotta have hookahs. If you're doing nightlife, you gotta have you some hookahs.
Yeah, so they in the restaurant now, so it's
it's necessary now. So that was a cool situation, but it just never picked up, man. That was taking a lot of my time. Of course, it was late night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That took a lot of my time, so I ended up backing out of that situation, man. And I couldn't get no consistency. I had some good nights,
right,
but I couldn't get no consistency with it. I had hookah girls that I had them working. Then it was like it wasn't no need in working them because the inconsistency wasn't coming. You know what I'm saying?
I guess the flip side to your story, to my story, if I'm doing events or going to events, I'm gonna make sure I got my stuff.
Yeah, you got your hookahs.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. So it's when you say you're at another establishment, you kind of waiting on them to come in and bring the people in. It's kind of, I got the flip side of the story. I'm doing the event, so it's got to come.
You got to show up with it.
I'm bringing it. It's already in the package.
That's right.
It's already in the package.
For real.
So,
for real.
Yeah, I just, the party scene has definitely blessed me in a lot of ways. I think it's at one point I was like, shit, why am I even working a regular job?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it has helped me in a lot of ways.
The network, I think, is beautiful, man. I think the network is probably one of the most important aspects of the promoting thing for me. Even when I got with y'all, when we was with the squad, that it gave me access to a network that I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, at the time. So I talked to Spice about that too, and D-Lax about just how that just broadened my whole horizon, you know what I'm saying? It just gave me access to so many more, you know, people from the party scene, from the business scene. It just did, you know what I'm saying?
That would do it.
Yeah, so I definitely can say I appreciate that, man. I just like how y'all do y'all thing. Another thing that's been talked about, man, y'all have talked about this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, what's up with that? What's the hold up on that? You know what I'm saying?
Like I said about when I saw you with the logo on your hoopers procrastination, and we just ain't did.
Y'all just ain't pulled the trigger.
We just ain't pulled the trigger. We could easily do it. We just had it.
Yeah,
you know. And really, what I think is gonna take is one of us just doing something just drastic. And when I mean drastic, like go buy all the equipment and the shit and be like, huh.
See, I've been talking to D-Lax on the low. He probably ain't relayed it back to
you. Nah, he had.
I've been talking to him. You know, I rented my space out. So we've had a couple conversations. He actually reached out and asked me about a few things. So it might be about to happen.
Okay. Well,
it might be about to happen.
I tell you what, I'm not opposed to it happening. Since you brought that up, I might see if I can pull a trick up my sleeve and
because like I told me, y'all got access, y'all run that junk. Man, y'all ain't gotta look for nowhere to do it.
Well, we've been talking about that, man. It probably come up for the past 2 or 3 years, every 6 months. Yeah, it probably come up.
Well, we finna pull that trigger this year, then.
Well, hey, sound like 25 gonna be a good year.
Yeah, we finna pull that trigger. I think it'll be. I think y'all should be. Man, that's just the whole concept. I think it'll be dope as hell.
I think it will too, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
we done been through a lot together and separate.
Yeah, I think it'll be dope as hell.
I think it'll work. You know, I got some two country ass brothers, man. The boy country, man. I fuck with them, man. Yeah. That's probably something that I can say that we've all talked about that like is definitely procrastination on us. Most things we talk about, we put it in play and put it to motion. So that's probably the one thing that has been just lingering. And it's just because we just been lazy and just ain't did it.
But y'all been busy too, though.
But we can make time.
Yeah.
Because it's something we've been talking about, you know what I'm saying? So why not make the time? We find time for everything else. It's just like when you're talking to your gal or your wife, she tell you make time for everything else, but she ain't make time for this. You can make time for it.
Make it happen.
Go make it happen.
I think y'all got something, man. I would love to be a part of it, man. So whenever y'all ready, I'm ready, man.
Well, I tell you what, say less. I know D-Lax, he always up to something.
Yeah, he been talking a little about it. We done had a few conversations, actually a recent conversation, like 2025, like January. He just hit me on something about it.
I'm gonna sit back then. I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take him to say something, pull a trigger, pull a move.
Yeah.
If I don't see it in the time frame where I think something needs to happen,
what we doing?
Then I got something for him.
Yeah, you gotta say, hey, what we doing, man?
I got something for him. I got a move already in mind.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something epic though. Whenever y'all finally put it together, man, the concept is beautiful. I think the whole thing would all come together so big. And Memphis, we got a few podcasts. But I really feel like whenever people like yourselves, when y'all come together and do it, I think we can really create a real impact in the podcast realm.
I would hope so, man. I'm not gonna say fear, say dilemma. You know, certain folks, you know, you may think they mess with you, but they maybe really don't. Or you know what I'm saying? You don't want to press the wrong buttons, or you know what I'm saying, press somebody the wrong way.
I know about that, and I'm sure y'all have those individuals that may be an issue, but I think once y'all get y'all lane and y'all concept, and stick to it, most people will know what to expect when they come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause I think, you know, they got that lane where you want to press the controversial, the drama, the bullshit. But I think that comes with what topics, or I mean, what y'all decide to make y'all main topics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that come with it. You know what I'm saying? But Red Cup Boys just seemed like a good time.
It's been a good time, but you know, it might be a great time now. Everybody got a lot of things going, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I think it just sounds like a good time, man. You know, I think y'all really can do something major, man. I think it'll work. Man.
We're gonna make that happen 25 then. We definitely gonna make that. That's on the That's on the radar in less than 6 months. Let's say.
Yeah, I can see it happening, man. I think y'all be dope. I think all y'all got different styles. Y'all all got different personalities, and so when y'all put y'all platform together and say y'all have guests, you kind of take like I got the vision, kind of like how Big Facts is. You got those 3 hosts, and all of them come from different angles when they talk to individuals.
Right.
Y'all got that type of formula. I think
everybody got something different.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think it'll be a dope concept. So man, if y'all put that together, it'll be an honor and a pleasure.
You're gonna be a co-producer.
Yeah, it'll be an honor and a pleasure to work with y'all. And I think y'all be dope as hell with it.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen.
For real.
We're gonna make that happen.
Man, well look, I ain't gonna hold you much longer, brother. What else I wanted to add? We already talked about the 3-year, 5-year plan. You said you don't really make that. Is there anything that you wanted to share with the people, or something that you want to just share about you that if don't nobody else know this about B Hall?
Man, it really ain't too much.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if someone don't know me, you know, I would hope, you know, if you've heard about me, I'm assuming, hope it was all good things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All I can say is, man, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I don't really sugarcoat a lot of things. I don't really do a lot of faking and dodging, you know, things of that nature. So what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always cool, laid back. You know, in the party atmosphere, obviously is a little bit different, but in just everyday life and aspects, man, what you see is what you get, even in the party aspect.
What about personal? What you got in the personal, man?
Nothing really personal, man. I'm just trying to work on me every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to work on me, stay positive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even with the things I've dealt with and dealing with, man, I just try to stay positive and just keep my head focused and up. Keep my eyes open.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Always keep my head on the swivel because a lot of shit is going on. I don't want to miss nothing. If I can be on it and be positive in some shape, form, or fashion, I need to be there.
No doubt. I like that, B, man. Well, I ain't got much more for you, brother. I think you shared what I wanted you to share, man. Excuse me, brother. This cold.
I already know, boy. You getting over that cold. I already know.
On my ass. I just do want to say this, brother. I wish you the best in all your future endeavors, man.
Appreciate it.
I wish you the best in everything you're doing, man. Everything you got your hands in. I wish you the most success out of it. And I look forward to working with you.
Oh, you already know.
You know what I'm saying?
Co-producer of the Red Cup Boys podcast in 2025.
Yeah, I look forward to that, man. And any other thing that we can come up with and create, man, I'm with it. I really appreciate you coming on the platform, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure.
Man, I appreciate it. A long time coming. We've been talking about this. So it's long overdue. Time overdue. Yeah, so I appreciate the invite for sure. Yeah, man. So man, if nothing else, man, that includes another episode of Beyond the Clientele. I'm your host, J1, J100, or Mr. So 100, because you know I do it the So 100 way. And shout out to my special guest, man, my brother, B Hall. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. MTown MC. Yeah, you know where to find me. You know where to find me. You know what's going on. Y'all come down to Clientele 42 downtown, man. Come have a drink. Come have some food. Come have a great time, great atmosphere. obviously you'll see me there because we there all the goddamn time.
Damn
So
right.
you know what I'm saying? Come down and say hey to me, man. Let me know you watched the show, you checked out the podcast. We definitely need y'all subscribing weekly, daily, monthly, yearly, all that shit.
All that.
Let's get with it, man. Come check us out, man.
For sure. Till next time.
All
Salute.
right.